And really, we're trying to open up people's minds a little bit to what else they can do with the printer, and how else, they can serve their customers and increase their revenue. Now, I know, fine art paper is one that it's more of a traditional type application, but at the same time, there are some standard bearer type products out there, but some cool newer ones. And I know, you guys want to talk a little bit about that as well. So I don't, if Dave or Pete, I don't know, who wants to lead off. And I know, really the Hahnemühle products is where we wanted to focus today.
This is, I think, the most beautiful paper ever created. Oh, this is Hahnemühle.
And what paper is that?
Photometallic. Hahnemühle's photometallic.
Photorag metallic.
4000. And this is, I don't know what it costs. I really don't. But this is just frankly amazing. So this, again, Hahnemühle photometallic media, and it's just one of the most amazing medias I've ever seen. It just, when we go to shows and events, everybody, can I have that, right? It's that, it's a beautiful, it's what they call it, Hahnemühle photo rag metallic is what its official name is, right?
That paired with the fluorescent pinks and the fluorescent colors on the GP. I mean, look, on any printer, like this paper with a black and white image, mind-blowingly good, because all of a sudden those gray tones become silvers, and it's just, it's one of those that I've yet to find an image that doesn't look better on this paper. It's just stunning. I want my business cards made on this paper. It's just beautiful, right? Beautiful paper.
And one thing I want to say, Dave, you said you weren't sure what it costs.
I do. I know what it costs. I mean,
what the ink costs. What I'm saying is the paper. I think you mentioned something about what the paper costs. And I feel like with anytime you have a very unique product like this, obviously the cost matters, but it becomes much less of a concern for our customer's customer when it's a very unique product that they can produce, and something that can't be done or isn't being done by many others. So that's one of the reasons I really do like that product and that paper, because it really is unique.
The customer's not buying the roll. The customer's buying this print, right? That's what they're buying.
That's right.
So it goes from, let's say, $10 to $20. I know it's not that drastic, but for the print, it's not. Maybe it is double. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I don't care. I want this, right?
Exactly.
That's it's going to be on my wall for many years to come, and it's a no-brainer. I mean, it's a buy it. I don't care who you are. Go get it. It's amazing. You'll love it. Your customers will dig it.
It's a showstopper. It's a show. If you're going into a gallery of photos and you're looking at works, and there's one image in there that's on that paper, it's going to stand out against all of the rest, because it's just so unique. It's so different looking. It's just stunningly beautiful paper that reproduces images better than anything I've ever seen. It's just spectacular.
Awesome.
The next one I want to show you is, it feels like sandpaper.
Like a cat.
It's absolutely gorgeous. and this is a fragile media, though, guys. This is a Hahnemühle William Turner's to 310 GSM. So when I say it's fragile, it will potentially flake off with if you're rubbing it too much. I mean, this is something that is a little more fragile than most medias that I've come across. I'm not saying it's super fragile.
Not in a bad way, and it's not in a bad way. It's just a nature of that particular grade of paper.
Yeah, this is one of those papers that I've always given the advice that when you're printing on a paper like this, take a dry, clean brush and just brush it before you print on it, and that's going to knock those loose fibers off. You really almost have to do that, because if you don't do that, like if you're getting ready to print on a roll it out of the machine, brush it a few times, and then roll it back in the machine, and then do your print, and that's going to take care of the bulk of those issues. And it's not exclusive to this paper. There's lots of fine art papers that have fiber to them, and whenever they're a fibrous media, you're going to have fibers that decide to take the ink with them. They'll have ink on them that little fiber will fall off, and then you'll have a white spot. They switch sides on me. and then you'll have a white spot left with no ink where that piece of fiber fell off. And just taking a clean, dry brush and brushing that off will knock most of those loose fibers off to begin with. But I got to tell you, that William Turner media, with the right images, like if you have an image that has a lot of texture, like of a forest or sand or whatever, it almost gives it like a three-dimensional feel. And it's one of those, I've seen so many images that in my mind, when I saw it on the screen, I said, well, that's got to be on a glossy paper or semi-gloss paper. And then I see it on William Turner and I'm like, it just brought that image to life, because realistically speaking, we don't live in a glossy world. It's not like we see everything and it's glossy or all metallic. When we look at things in real life, they're basically kind of a matte vision of what we're seeing. So if I'm looking at, a desert scene or sand with the water, or snow is really great. If I'm looking at a snowy scene or textures of flowers and leaves and stuff, that's not something that necessarily has to be on a semi-gloss or a gloss. But if you can find a matte that has texture, now all of a sudden those leaves that you see or that snow that you see, you almost feel like you can touch it because that texture's in the paper. And it's just, again, it's another one of the, it's like I said, it's like a cat's tongue. It's another one of those papers that there's just nothing else out there like it. And it's just so cool and unique.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed learning a little about Hahnemühle fine art papers. If you have any questions, please call us at 800-453-9538, where we have live people standing by, or visit us online at www.lexjet.com.